We had heard from somebody we knew about Mid-Cities, and we decided to come check it out. And we were really excited to be members, and we were ready for the next step. Like 101 came and we were ready to sign up for 201. We just loved everything about the church and what it was about, and I knew that I was just ready to let the Lord work in my life.
So we jumped into 201 and it was like, oh, here comes this assessment, and I don't really like tests. It's just not my thing, especially when it's a test about me, but it really showed some gifts that I knew that God had given me, but it also led to a conviction of some stuff that I'd been running from.
When we took the assessment, I didn't really know what my gifts meant. I didn't know where to start, so I signed up for New Here Cube, and I signed up for some of the women's events, and I signed up to go to Kids Camp. And from there, I didn't really know how to pour into the younger generations. I was just trusting the Lord completely because I didn't know what to say, but I knew that He did. So, and from there, I was just I was so happy. I was so filled with joy. Like He made me want to keep serving even more. And from there, we went into 301.
So we got into 301, and we were like, okay, it's going to reestablish our biblical foundations, which, my flesh was telling me like, hey, you're okay. Like, you know this stuff. I was raised in church, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. We'll do it for 8 weeks. And we got in, and really I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. Some of the gifts from the Holy Spirit. But the cool thing is we gained friendships, and we're still friends with the people at our table. So we finished that, and we're like, yes, done. Next step's over. And then Pastor Mike gets up and announces Lead 401. And I was like, okay, another class. I was like, but this one's about leadership. And I was like, I'm a leader, it's not for me. So I used every excuse possible and ended up sitting out a semester because I let my personal life be my excuse.
Yeah, 401 is really leading yourself. And that really changed the game for me too. I stopped focusing more on what other people and their walk, and more on my walk with Christ. So
I knew that I was a leader, but 401 showed me that I wasn't the leader God called me to be. The most important thing I learned was how to lead myself, and I couldn't lead my family or lead groups or anything like that until I really learned how to take care of leading Mason. But really, the next steps process it's fun. You go to 101 and you make sure that your values align with Mid-Cities. Then you jump in, you get 201, you start serving. You get those biblical foundations in 301, and then you learn how to lead yourself and others in 401. So if you haven't done the next steps, you need to do it.